Hey guys, well, good morning. It's been a little while since I've posted a video, so I'm going to try to start getting more reliable about doing that. We're here at our farm, Good News Farm. It's a beautiful February morning. Finally got some warmth coming our way. It's been great. We've been a lot of cold stretch the last 3 weeks of January, and to have the sun out and be above 20s for highs is just amazing. And so this morning I was just going to take you around and show you a little bit of the property and kind of do chores with you and show you what we got going. So look forward to hanging out with you this morning. So just an overview of the property. There's the house. We moved in this house. My parents and my family moved in 1984. It didn't have all those garages attached at the time. It's been a lot of work's been put into it. A lot of work still to put into it. We've got a granary building here we use for storage and some grain storage. Another granary building here. And then a barn, which has an attached hay shed on the back of it, which is where we just will be feeding the cows. And then a cow yard back there and behind the barn. And then I guess over here too, we've got a machine shed and corn crib and all that. So yeah, this is a whole homestead. We moved in, so we have a shop in this shed that we heat the shop with our wood burner outside here. And I'm gonna check on that right now. We just hauled this wood over here yesterday. It needs to get sorted out and stacked up, cut up a little bit. But this stove, we try to keep it between around 160 to 185. Right now we're at about 185 or so. And then that provides interior water temperature in the building of somewhere around 120, 130. Here's the inside of the shop. We moved in here recently, so everything just got piled in here. But yeah, it's nice, about 32 by 40. A lot of transition here in this late winter to get things kind of organized. This is our dial, so right now we're at 135 for this. We've had problems with this. If you're a person that knows a lot about shop in-floor heat, I'd love to talk to you and get some input. We've had problems where there's not enough heat coming off of the system. So we're weaning calves off the cows right now. So these are the calves along with the steers that we're working on finishing. This is a hay shed we have that we store hay in, and we have a bunk feeder right off the fence so they can eat. So this is the calves plus the steers, and then the cows are over there on the other side. There's a 4-strand high tensile to keep them separated right now. So I'm going to give these guys a little bit of hay. We push, as you can see here, push a bale over, and then they eat on it, and then I'll just hand roll this over so they can have some more. We want to keep these guys going, keep them fed, happy. We unrolled this bale yesterday. There's a lot in front of them, obviously, but you can see how they put a big dent in it. It's 1,100 pound round bale, and they've got it on that section over 40% gone or 50% gone. I'll do this again later today. Make sure they are, we're trying to fatten these guys up, so I want to keep the good hay in front of them. Just a couple months ago and trying to get settled here. So next we're going to take care of the layer chickens this morning. And the rewards of our labor. Sorry about the ducks and geese on the other side. So we raise them ducks and geese as well, just for their eggs. And even in the winter, they do okay out here. So we're gonna feed them right now. Just use a goose pellet. Think they want to get out? We also water them every morning. We got heated waters over here, and that way they can bathe and get their drinking water. Houdini, come here. Hi, good job. This is Houdini. I'll give you a guess as to why she got that name. Here's the cows over here, I mentioned. We're weaning the calves off them right now. And so this farm, we raise organic grass-fed beef and chickens. My parents have done grass-fed beef for, boy, over 40 years. And we're continuing that on, so the market obviously continues to grow in that segment. But it's been a good property for our family. I've got 4 brothers and sisters, all raised here. And most of them live fairly close. So we had a hose last night that was frozen, so we brought it into the basement to warm up. And I just drug it out here this morning just to drain on the slope. Now I'm going to roll that up. The joys of dealing with water in the winter. I was teaching my 11-year-old yesterday how to properly drain a hose. He was showing me what he did, which he did everything right. He had walked the hose from one end to the other, higher, and going so that water runs down it like a roller coaster. But what he didn't do was he didn't do it more than one time. When you get a 100-foot hose, you can walk the water out and you think you got it all. But if you don't go slow enough, some water stays in. And one of the hoses we were using yesterday, we thought it was drained, and I guess this is the one actually, and it wasn't. So I was showing him because we had to run some water somewhere, and I was showing him that you got to do it at least twice. Because the second time we did the hose we were using yesterday, a bunch of water came out the second time. So anyway, it's a good lesson. It's always the joy. We've only had the water, the frost-proof water in the cattle freeze up one time this winter. But of course we realized it after they had been without water for probably 12 to 15 hours. So certainly not ideal. And of course, like it always happens, you realize it at about 9 o'clock at night. So it never happens on like a sunny Saturday morning where everyone is around. But even this hose here, this end froze just in sitting out here for a few minutes. So anyway, we'll get this hung up, ready for use on the next time. Can't forget about the barn kitties. Gotta get them some food. So one other exciting piece of news is we're gonna get some pigs this morning, or this afternoon. And looking forward to getting those started. There'll be feeder pigs that we bought from a local producer that does a great job. And we'll have 5 pigs. We'll have them probably ready for processing and sale in June sometime. So mark your calendar for that if you're looking for organic pasture-raised pork. Be a little short on the pasture time this year because of the timing, but they'll be treated very well. They'll have a good life. So a little hard to tell, the sun's right on us here, but that's Lake Pepin, if you can tell. A little overcast down there, but that's a view about 4.5 miles down to Lake Pepin on the Mississippi River. So it's one of the draws of this farm. Definitely a beautiful view. All of this is a beautiful view. We're up on the bluff country. So my parents, who I mentioned, lived here since 1984. We moved into their house and they're building a new place right next door so they can stay involved in the farm and participate with the grandkids and with the livestock as much or as little as they want. So that's exciting. They're in the drywall stage right now and it's coming along. So more to follow on that in the future. So here you go, folks. Only in the upper Midwest are you drilling a well in 7-degree outside cold temperatures. This is the well from my parents' house. This is not something you see every day. I figured I'd shoot a little video of it. They started here this morning, but we'll go down here probably 380 feet for water. So a lot of times we just take for granted having water run in our house, but these are the guys that make it happen. So while I'm over here, this is kind of the north side of the farm. Goes out to those far trees. Comes here, it goes all along the woods. It goes down in the valley there as well, but out to those far trees on the right. So, it's a beautiful property. Here's our view of the lake that I showed you earlier. So we're kind of up on top of the farm right now. But, beautiful day. Sunny Wisconsin.